Okay, so the first thing I want to do is select the monkey. By the way, I'm trying to make this monkey into a sort of a lizard monkey. Gonna use my magic wand, bump that tolerance up a little bit, and holding the shift key, get the click in here. Hopefully I can pick I'm gonna bump the tolerance up a little more. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Remember, if you hit the control key, it subtracts. So I just subtracted that bit of selection. Or you can just do control Z. If you make a selection and you're not happy with it, that's probably the easier way. Just hit control Z. But if you hold the control key while you pick, it deselects. And if you hold the shift key while you select, it adds. So that picked too much. I'll hit control Z. I'm going to back off on the tolerance a little bit. Try it one more time, holding the shift key, try to get that a little better. Now it's being so particular. So this tolerance number needs to be somewhere between 20 and 13, maybe 16. Let's see how that works. A lot of picks to try to get this selected. So I'm just clicking all over the place here, trying to, while I'm holding the shift key, trying to get everything picked here. And it's possible that going the other direction would have been better, picking the outside and then selecting the inverse. You know, remember you always have that option if you're struggling selecting the object this way, which I am. Uh, body's working out better here. Just a few more picks. I'm just holding the shift key and clicking all over the place, basically. And honestly, I'm not super particular about this because I do want a little bit of the monkey to show through. You'll see what I'm talking about here. So this is actually working out a little better, just fine with it not getting it perfectly. All right. Okay, so I've got my selection. I'm going to hit Control X. So you can see Control X cuts it away. And then to paste it, Control V. And you see it's on a new layer. And now to deselect, Control D. So it was Control X to cut it, Control V to paste it, and Control D to deselect. So now I have two layers, and I can turn, the monkey on and off. And what I'm going to do is put something else in him. So that's the next thing, to bring in my lizard. File, open, find the lizard. There he is. Okay. All right. So one thing I want to do with this lizard is separate his head from his body. I definitely want to have his head as its own layer. And I'm going to do that in a similar fashion here. So I'm going to select the outside area around this guy, holding the shift key. All right, working out pretty good. I don't want to pick his chin there. All right. And I think that's going to work. I'm just going to hit delete on that. Let me get some, hang on one more time. I'm going to hit delete on that. Delete. Okay. And let me just turn these other ones off so it's not distracting us. That's pretty good. I can just, to separate his head from his body completely, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. So I was able to get the outside just using the magic wand. And to get this portion right here, which is what I want, I might try to use the magic wand again. Let's see how that works. Bump the tolerance up a bit. Let's see if I can get that picked pretty close. You know, the magic wand has its limitations. And then, so I was basically just trying to get this edge. And then to get the rest of it, I can just do a lasso around the rest of it here. So holding the shift key, I'm just going to add the rest of this selection by just doing this kind of thing here. And that'll just pick up everything. So now I've got all that I drew the lasso around, plus this edge that I selected using the magic wand. And I'm going to do the same thing, the Control X, Control V. So now I got my own layer, and it's just this guy, Control D, deselect. I do want to get rid of that thing, so I'm just going to use my eraser to get rid of this here, bigger eraser. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Eraser tool, and it's not erasing. What am I doing wrong? That's odd. Can I paint? What am I doing wrong, guys? Help me out. I am not able to do anything. Huh. That's weird. Oh. Okay. Never mind. I got it figured out. Going to my eraser now. Just get rid of this. Delete that. All right, so I've got the head on its own layer. I've got the body on its this is its own layer. It's the body layer. And what I want to do here is basically just get the flesh. I just want the skin at my disposal because I want to put that into the monkey. Uh, so really all I'm going to do is just do a lasso selection here, which is I'm just gonna go inside his body like this and crop out some of these scales. And that's all I'm going to keep. So then I'm going to select inverse and hit delete. Did it not select inverse? Select inverse. That's everything, right? And hit delete. Getting it mixed up. Okay, there we go. So now I have this just this flesh layer basically, and I'm going to check this. This is what's going to go inside the monkey. So I'm going to take that layer and drop it behind the monkey, right? Turn the monkey on, or sorry, not the monkey on, but turn the background on, and put that behind the background, right? And now I can move this flesh layer, Control T, and use it as his skin. And I'm going to put that one there, maybe make it a little bigger. And say okay, and then I'm going to copy that one, Control C, Control V, and do this kind of thing here. Maybe rotate a little bit, Control T. And hit OK. To blend those in, I can just take my eraser, soft eraser, and just kind of hit the edges on that one. So it blends in so it doesn't look so harsh, right? There we go. And then I'm going to copy that one, Control C, Control V, and put it I'm going to use that for the legs. Move that here, Control T, rotate it, flip it, rotate it, put it down here, aiming that more like in the legs. Maybe make it smaller with its body. Rotate a little bit. Perfect. Hit OK. Control C, Control V. Bring that one over here. Control T, rotate it. Maybe make it, yeah, I think that's about right. Hit OK. I'm going to move that one behind the body panels. There we go. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. I might soften this lower edge here with the eraser. This guy here, just soft, oops, Control Z, wrong one. Which one is that? That's that one. That's the one I want to erase on. Just soften that edge a little bit. There we go. Maybe soften this edge a little bit. And then I'm going to put the head on. So we'll bring the head back, move that in place. Make it bigger. I think I need to expand my background. There we go. Maybe do a little free transform here. Maybe stretch them out. Stretch them out a little bit. There we go. Make them a little thicker. Perfect. All right. Stretch that arm out a little bit. This one. I need to get into this corner here. Might go mesh transform on that. What the heck? Maybe pull that out a little bit here. That's what I wanted. Just wanted to cover up that little bit. Okay. All right. And the last thing I'm going to do is put the monkey's body back on. So the monkey's body is covering up pretty much everything except for the head, obviously. And so I'm going to toggle that on and off so you can see. There it is. And what I want to do is have the scales kind of coming into the monkey's body. So I'm going to go to my eraser, my soft eraser, and start erasing the monkey's body, revealing the scales beneath, right? So if I turn the monkey's body off, you can see that's what's underneath. So if I start erasing the monkey's body with a soft eraser, and maybe a bigger one so it's a little more gentle, even bigger. So the bigger the eraser, the more of a fade you get, right? So maybe something like that. And you just kind of go across and you get the fading into. So I don't want to get rid of his hands because that's kind of critical there. Maybe that was a little much. There we go. And do this, of course, I'm doing this on his body up here. Don't want to lose his hands. And that's about it. I want to keep his, his hind end. So you can see as it's fading into his body. And using that large, you can see how big my soft eraser is. And the bigger you use, the more of a gentle fade it's going to have. So that's pretty much the look I was going after.